Lumpenbourgeoisie is a term used primarily in the context of colonial and neocolonial elites in Latin America, which became heavily dependent on and supportive of the neocolonial powers. It is a hybrid compound of the German word Lumpen and the French word bourgeoisie. In Latin America in the 1970s, Lumpenbourgeoisie is a term often attributed to André Gunder Frank in 1972 to describe a type of a middle-class and upper-class one who has little collective self-awareness or economic base and who supports the colonial masters. The term is most often used in the context of Latin America. Frank, writing on the origins of the term, noted that he created this neologism Lumpenbourgeoisie from lumpen proletariat and bourgeoisie because while the Latin America's colonial and neocolonial elites were similar to European bourgeoisie on many levels, they had one major difference. This difference was the mentality of the Marxist lumpen proletariat, the refuse of all classes easier to manipulate to support the capitalist system, often turning to crime. Similarly, the colonial elites would, while not involved in crime activities, hurt the local economy by aiding the foreign exploiters. Foreign colonial powers want to acquire resources and goods found in the colonies, and they find this facilitated with incorporation of the local elites into the system. As they become intermediaries between the rich colonial buyers and the poor local producers, the local elites become increasingly reliant on the system in which they supervise gathering of the surplus production from the colonies, taking the cut and before the remaining goods are sold abroad. Frank termed this economic system Lumpen development and the countries affected by it Lumpen states. Prior usage. The term Lumpenbourgeoisie was already used in Austria by about 1926. The author was an Austrian social democratic journalist and he used the term in at least one article in a Viennese periodical. Another example of the use of the term was given by Czech philosopher Karel Kosík in 1997. In his article, Lumpenbourgeoisie a Visi duchovní pravda, he defines Lumpenbourgeoisie as a militant, openly anti-democratic enclave within a functioning, however half-hearted and thus helpless democracy. Lumpenbourgeoisie also occurs in E. Franklin Frazier's The Black Bourgeoisie, which was translated from the original French text that was published in 1955. He uses it to describe African-American businessmen who cling to what he terms the myth of Negro business to effect meaningful change in racial politics. He was especially focused on the development of black-owned business that developed and expanded in both the U.S. South and North during the first decades of the 20th century.